What is up, my friends? It's your boy Anime, and I'm back with the continuation of What If series. After that crazy, awkward ending of Payback, where no payback was had, the only payback was maybe in the extra duels, which him still didn't lose, but at least they beat Jim, showing they have defected from Jim's crew. What happened to Jim? Well, that's left up to your imagination. But his shadow client was not happy with him. Let's just say that. The shadow client is still in the large, by the way. We won't see him for a very long time, probably. But Jim is vanquished, and him has reformed a lot like Pyramid of Light. Kind of like what happened to my other character I created, Kebachet. So this typically happens with my types of characters, I guess. And yeah, that basically solves that whole situation, although it could have gotten very ugly. Okay, now we've ended the Gems arc, and now we're on to the new arc, which is the Arcadia movement, which is also famous from the anime. Everyone knows Sayer, you know. We have 17 duelists in here. The reason is, I feel a little bad after my guys have been getting the wins recently, so I only put 2 of mine in this time. That gives y'all a lot more chances. 3 times more chances to win this tournament, and I hope you do. So let's start with Lego Man's 5. Helena. Helena was out shopping when she was called by a panicked Justice, who told her that one of the women that always hung around him was kidnapped. Helen is surprised. He can tell when one is gone at this point. Oh, considering how many there are. Frankly, she just has to remember them by their archetype by this point. Well, that's basically me. Helena let out a disappointed sigh and just told him she'd be over in half an hour. Since the line was long, was she just going to take her private jet there? Melody Foster, haven't seen her in ages. Ever since graduating from Duel Academy, Melody has moved in with Rika and their other new roommate, and they've taken the chance to try to form a musical group together. I bet the Zero Verse didn't make that popular, unless they're doing a doom metal band. They haven't become too popular yet, but they have their niche and a few fans. After a successful concert, they were doing a fan meetup when it was interrupted by a member of the Arcadia movement attempting to recruit Rika. It luckily failed, and now Melody is trying to help stop any other of these kidnappings. Wild Dan returns, the beast zombie duelist, the leader of the Blast Brigade. Had heard of the Arcadia movement before in vague details, and now he knows for sure that they're dangerous and have plans they can't let happen. Because of that, he sent out members of the Blast Brigade to fight back against the group in order to try to stop them from taking anyone, including any of their gang's own members. Oscar, other member of the Blast Brigade, was ordered by Wild Dan to keep watch over the member of the Blast Brigade that the Arcadia movement had previously gone after, Kennedy, and protect her. Oscar would have preferred Kennedy to stay out of sight and avoid being found, but he can tell she isn't a fan of hiding, so he'll be doing what he can. Kennedy, right here in front of your face. A member of the Blast Brigade who joined the gang after running away from home because her parents were trying to give her up to the Arcadia movement. Dude, the parents are scummy. Nice scummy plotline you got there, Lego. She seems very paranoid and quick to anger, and as such has not taken the many incidents the city has gone through well, especially now that the Arcadia movement is trying to get a hold of her again. Oh, just wait till she meets Sayer, comes in contact with that creep. She was shocked to see the other members of the Blast Brigade step up to try to defend her. She guesses they're already much more like a family than her parents were to her. That is all the 5 from Lego Man. Now, Jammy Jam's 5. Sky has been busy all week looking for a therapist for Justice after noticing him on the edge of slipping off the deep end. Luckily, someone reached out and even offered to do it for free. Justice was reluctant, but after whipping up Justice's favorite meal, he caved in. Oh yeah, that's what we talked about a while back. A couple hours later, she got a call from Justice. Something about they got Anya? He was obviously running, and he told her to meet her at the Arcadia Movement building in Neo Domino City. Anya. After getting beat by Chad in the extra duel, she did actually get crushed by him, was took by the Arcadia Movement. Was took to the Arcadia Movement building and was brainwashed to serve the Arcadia Movement. Right before the brainwashing finally took hold, she sent out a brain surge to Justice asking for help. Now under Chad and Sayer's control, she is now trying to recruit more folks for their group and will try to take down anyone who is in her way. Chad Princeton, has did his job perfectly. No, he has not. He just did one part of his job. Sayer's still pissed with him. He doesn't like failures. Sayer said that he can get whatever they want when they humiliate him. Oh wait, whoa, I went too far. Hold on. Chad has did his job perfectly. Oh, that part. He lured Justice to the Arcadia Movement building. Yeah, that part was fine. So finally, for once, a good deed you did. So Sayer can act on his revenge. Sayer said that he can get whatever they want when they humiliate him. Chad wants to steal Justice's life, his girls, and his kingdom. Whoa, the Chad. Alright, now this is weird, and this is a new character. Dr. Imsertnod, aka Dr. If you read it backwards, don't trust me. So, and he even says good luck pronouncing her name. Well, guess what? I did it. Dr. Imsertnod, Justice's new therapist, she reached out to Sky, very eager to meet Justice, and scheduled an appointment. I already don't trust her. They got to the nitty-gritty immediately, and she was able to get him to open up losing his mother, which she understood because she lost her husband a bit ago. Really? She looks very young. What? Oh, to Zero Reverse, duh. They talked about him killing his father Nedrick and everything else. Mid-session, he jumped out of his seat and ran out of the building. Oh, because the brain surge. She was confused and followed. Justice has returned. Has been going through a lot lately and was somehow suckered into therapy. Curse Sky and her amazing cooking. At least the therapist seems kind. She even got him to open up. That was before he felt something in his head, then heard a cry for help. It sounded like Anya. He bolted out the door and began running to the Arcadia building. He called up Sky, then Helena, begging for help. Once he got there, he was met with Anya with an emotionless face. Oh no, it's the Joey Mai situation. Chad was smirking behind her, and looking up, he saw Sayer looking down with a come and get me look. Come and get me, little mouse. That would be something he would totally say. So, that is the 5 from Jamie Gems. Hold on, let me get some water. The 5 from Nitro. Chris, once again, in his billionth tournament in a row, despite that very awkward lore fixing due to a major oopsie happening, things are sort of back on track. Though Chris is very surprised his deck is still working. It's doing great, I think. But as the gang tries to resume the plot, the so-called Arcadia movement that this Chad led, or not led, but he's in, kept spouting about, popped up and starts harassing around for recruiting. I got you. Sorry, I didn't read it correctly. Chad is particularly annoyed by the recruiters being interested in his ability of communing with and attracting dragon spirits. And more annoyed, they are harassing some other buddies. Spike. After that very awkward situation that happened earlier, at least the plot can try to get back on track. Unfortunately, these weird psychic people from this Arcadia movement is barging in and harassing people to join their cult group thing. though they did walk in and saw this gigantic awkward mess, complete with at least one character in Family Guy death pose, of course. Spike is not really liking how these cult guys are bothering him, especially regarding his strange connections to the dragon spirits seen around, and definitely not liking them messing with Smolder, who is acting more weird and really not wise in messing with her at the moment. Smolder, haven't seen them in a little bit, was acting pretty weird than previous times during the time at the freaky astral plane. Mal theorizes it's definitely from that strange dragon card. These dual dragon cards are starting to be a strange problem. That's a lot of strange. Doesn't help this Arcadia movement is starting to harass her into joining or something, claiming she has a special sense due to she is resonating with something. That's a lot of somethings. But as Spike reaches where she is at, she just sees a bunch of recruiters comically beaten up, while dark miasma is emitting from Smolder. Cinder is watching from afar, loafing around eating popcorn. This might be spicy. Spicy popcorn? Oh boy. No, I can't handle spice. Ocelus is still feeling strange vibes from this earth made by the Celestials. Yeah, I'm glad you kept that on point because no one else is remembering it. Everyone's forgetting it. This is not our real earth. Very strange vibes. And feeling even more strange regarding Smolder and Spike. But she is certainly not liking these weird recruiters being a pain in the butt, especially with them thinking she has psychic abilities too. That part might be true. She's been having this weird sense lately and wonders if it's due to this dragon card she has found. Ember was glad the deck tweak appears to be improving her good. I think it's done well. Certainly better than previous times. Though now she is being annoyed by these recruiters from the Arcadia movement just harassing Spike's friends, especially Smolder. As Dragon Lord, she must look after her fellow dragons, especially concerning on what strange thing is going on with Smolder, and concerned on where Garble and Prominence went again. Her bloodstone scepter is still acting strange. That's a lot of strange. Ever since the whole astral plane fiasco. Why is it pointing towards Spike in an odd way? Who knows? So that is the 5 from Night Shroud. Now my 2. I only have 2 this time, like I said. I'm handicapping myself. And the first one is the big man himself, Sayer. The head honcho, the little mouse guy, the guy who killed Carly on screen. Yes, it's him. The guy who played Hinatama, I know, other than Joey. It's the big man himself, the main psychic duelist. He is here, wants to absolutely humiliate that little mouse Justice, then do away with him for good. For the incident quite a while back, before Zero Reverse, when he beat him within an inch of his life at Duel Academy on screen on TV, on Duel TV. Uses the strongest psychic deck of all time, so he claims. Then he shall enslave the rest of the world to do his bidding after he does away with justice. Doos. So, there is the man Sayer himself. It is him, and here is one of his followers, the mighty Gil Ransborg. A servant of the great man Sayer, puts subjects into shape and duels very methodically, thinks he is a knight. Also goes to a lot of Renaissance festivals in his spare time. 9 knaves. So, him and Sir Snooty would get along, which is from my other series, but that is our 17 duelists. I do hope you enjoy the Arcadia movement. There will be another part of this movement tournament. There will be another tournament after this tournament involving this arc. But for now, we're going to see these 17 duelists go at it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Channel's name's Anime, and I shall see you for the next one. Bye.